My younger brother, the Senate President, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, thank you for being here with us. And let me appreciate the Administrator of Rivers State for being here with us. And let me appreciate other governors of the sub-region that are represented by their deputy governors, speakers, and others. Members of the National Assembly that are here with us, the Honorable Minister of State for Regional Development, thank you for your beautiful speech. Our host, the Chairman and the MD of NDDC, thank you for putting these programs together. The former Chairman, former MDs of NDDC, we also have to recognize you. And as I got in here, I saw some people that are dear to me, my directors in Umpadek. And let me use this opportunity to appreciate all of them. I was one of them, I was an assistant director. Our ethnic nationality leaders, our traditional rulers and religious leaders, our youth leaders and women leaders, thank you for being here for this ceremony. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be part of today's momentous occasion, the 25th anniversary of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. I extend my sincere appreciation to the Managing Director of the NDDC, Chief Dr. Samuel Ogugu, the board chairman and members of the boards, and indeed the management team of NDDC for putting together this 25th anniversary of the commission. Let me begin by congratulating Chief Ogugu, along with past leaders of the commission, for their invaluable contributions over the years, which have helped shape the NDDC into the institution we are celebrating today. As sons and daughters of the Niger Delta, this Silver Jubilee presents an opportunity for deep reflections on the Commission's unique journey, the milestones achieved across the region, the lessons learned over the 25 years, and indeed the critical work that still lies ahead of the Commission. My personal connection to this development agency, the NDDC, spans several decades. As I mentioned to you, many may not know that I once served in the defunct Umpadek, which is the precursor to the NDDC. I served there as an assistant director in the Directorate of Environmental Protection and Pollution Control. I left there as an assistant director and become the deputy governor of my state, Bayelsa State. And of course, my journey, you all know. So that gives me a vantage position to have an idea of what has been happening in NDDC over the period. But something critical that I need to mention. Oyema Ogoshiku, the pioneer chairman, noted it. The frequent changes of the leadership of NDDC has been a problem of the development. When we listen to the keynote address, Ngozi mentioned numerous projects abandoned. It was not abandoned because the managers of NDDC wanted to do so, but the frequent changes made it that way. When you cannot plan, when there's no time to plan, agencies that go develop now resort to contractor-driven projects, not projects based on planning. From what the chairman said, over these 25 years, we have had 11 CEOs of NDDC. That means that each CEO, on the average, is 2 years, 3 months. So 2 years, 3 months, how can you plan? How can you finish projects that are significant to the sub-region? So let me sincerely thank Mr. President for retaining the CEO. And we are here celebrating this because he has stayed a little more than 2 years. Buhari appointed him in 2022, I think November or so, but he resumed duty on 4th of January 2023. Tinubu came on board May 2023. If Tinubu was not interested in developing this region, he would have removed him and give appointment to another person. He would have been just 5 months in office. Nobody would have heard about Ogbuku. We hear about Onyema Ogoshuku and Timi Alaibe because they stayed for a reasonable time. And within that period, they were able to put things on ground that people remember. So, Your Excellency, the Secretary of Government, if you are representing the President, so you are the President here, convey my sincere appreciation to him and urge that we want him to allow these people to complete their projects. As we celebrate this milestone, I commend the current leadership under Dr. Ogbuku for its purposeful governance, people-oriented project execution, and commendable community engagement initiatives. I urge the Commission not to relent, but to deepen its commitment to performance-driven and inclusive governance, one that prioritizes long-term impact over short-term, politically motivated projects. We must continually emphasize that the future of the Niger Delta does not rest solely on oil and gas. It lies in agriculture, education, digital innovation, tourism, and renewable energy. True sustainability requires preparing our region for a post-oil economy. It's the transition that must begin now. To the current and future leaders of the NDDC, I offer this chance. Let the next 25 years be defined by legacy projects, integrated planning, and robust collaboration with state governments, communities, and civil society actors. Let us move from vision to verifiable outcomes, from promises to measurable progress, from projects on paper to prosperity on the ground. I am pleased to learn that the current leadership is making efforts to complete abandoned projects across various states in the Niger Delta. I commend the resolve and urge them to go further by resisting the temptation to award contracts without adequate funding or capacity for execution. That practice must not come up again. To our young people, the future of the Niger Delta lies in your hands. I encourage you to remain engaged, innovative, and committed to peace. Development can only take root in an atmosphere of stability. Let us nurture a culture that rewards creativity, rejects violence, and demands accountability from our leaders. In conclusion, I reaffirm my enduring belief that the unity of purpose, ethical leadership, and the collective will of our people, the Niger Delta people, will continue to shine, and the management of the NDDC will continue to make us proud. I thank you all.